Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Hazards and Hijinks, the interactive fantasy tabletop role-playing improv comedy show. My name is Hero, and I am your dungeon master tonight. Wowie wow, do we have a show for you. Thank you so very much for joining us on a Wednesday. We know you could be literally anywhere else, and we are just tickled pink you are here with us on Twitch and or YouTube. Be sure to give us a follow, give us a subscribe if you haven't already. I'm looking at you. You know who I'm looking at. Go ahead, get on there, hit that little heart, hit that little what is that? That bell. I don't know what the fuck it is, but hit it. Get that follow. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got to get our numbers up, people. We got to get the Hazards and Hijinks train rolling so people know what's going on Wednesday nights. A great show. If this is your first show, welcome to the interactive tabletop role-playing fantasy show, unlike any other. For those of you who've been here before, you know the shtick. You know what we do. We have some fun. We get into some trouble. We cause some chaos, all for you. Now, what does that mean, all for you? And how do we incorporate interactive into this show? Well, Captain Goodin plenty explained a little bit to you, but I'm going to explain just a little bit more. This week, we went to our social medias. We went to our Instagrams, to our Twitters, to our Patreons, and we asked them some questions to help build our adventure. We asked what kind of monsters we were going to fight, what type of quests we were going on, and what kind of theme we were going to have for this show. And so with that information, we built this show. Now, first we got our monster. We put it to a test. I said what kind of aberrations we wanted to see, and our Twitters did not disappoint us. Our lovely Twitter fans, always growing. They gave us some great aberrations, and from them we picked 4, and then we put it to a vote. And of the 4, the mighty Flump, those floating, flatulent, flailing jellyfish. I was trying to think of another F word, but it failed me. 1 out. So the Flump is what we are encountering tonight. How fun will those be? Only time will tell. Will our players survive? Well, that's kind of up to you. Next, I said what kind of quest we were going on, and I sent that over to our Instagram, and by an overwhelming number, you picked the delivery quest. So our heroes will be tasked with taking an item and giving it to someone, a la the Postal Service. So we will see how they do. If they manage to accomplish both of these feats, they will earn themselves level achievements, getting them that much closer to their next level, making them stronger, last longer. And I'm not going to finish that joke because this is a family-friendly show. I've only made 2 or 3 F-bombs thus far. Disney Plus. That's a really stupid fucking joke. That's just for me. It doesn't matter. Moving on. Now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the most important part of the show, where I remind you that all this month, for the month of March, we are raising donations for TENT, the Trans Educational Network of Texas. That's right, every dollar donated to this show, so every hazard, every hijink, every potion, every big, bad, evil monster that you summon and throw our way is going to help trans kids and in Texas, and help improve their situation in some meaningful capacity. They're a great charity. We vetted them, and we are really looking forward to building a big donation and giving to them at the end of the month. So far, we are at over $100, so we're really excited about that. So let's keep that going. Throw some donations our way, and let's add some more chaos to the show. At the very end of last week's show, after we finished the show, one of our audience members sent us $60 worth of donations. So we're going to incorporate some of that into tonight. That came from our dear friend, the Trapmaster. Any longtime Hazards and Hijinks fans will know. And I know Catherine is already sweating that. Yes, the Trapmaster has made an appearance, Catherine. So look out for that. Now let's get to my favorite part of the show, the part where I get to introduce our cast of characters tonight. And boy, howdy, do we have a great cast for you. Starting out with everyone's favorite cottagecore goth. Put your hands together for Jessamyn Prince as Mildreth Milldew, the human wizard.
Hi, I'm really excited to be here. Yes, I was raised in a cottage, but like that doesn't, you shouldn't be making assumptions about people just based on how they look. I just wanted to say that, but I'm very happy to be here anyways.
Yeah. You should totally not make assumptions about mummies just because they are mummified. You don't know if they got organs in them or if they're preserved elsewhere.
There's so many methods for mummification. It's fascinating.
It truly is. It truly is. Well, I mean, we could talk about preservation of the undead all day, but we got to get to the rest of our cast. Moving up next, everyone's favorite bowyer. Put your hands together for D'Angelo Himes as Jakai, the human hunter.
Yes. Me and my boy Rudolph will hunt anything and catch anything, and we will always have victory.
That's correct. We totally will. So yeah, we got that going on.
Right,
how's it going, Jakai?
Oh, just caught me a squirrel last night. It was delicious. I ate it for breakfast.
Wonderful. That's great. You caught it last night. You had it for breakfast. That's Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you do with the nuts?
Ate them. When's the last time you've eaten some nuts, huh? That's protein.
I spent last night in a jail cell, so I had my fill of nuts. Moving on, let's go on to everyone's favorite rock star. Put your hands together for Catherine McGeogehegan as Snarla Blastwind, the orc bard.
This is a message for Trapmaster. I have defeated you once before, and you will fall victim to my excellent ruses once again. You're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with me. Yeah.
Nailed it. Well done. All right, now that we've assembled our party together, I think it's time to get this adventure going. And let's start the adventure as we always do, with a hearty huzzah. And join in if you feel so inclined. Let's start with a 3, 2, 1, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Oh, look at that. We already got some Venmos coming in. There we go. Ooh, they're coming in hot. All right. Let's start with Jakai. Jakai and his boy Rudolph started the morning having just finished their delicious breakfast of squirrel and roasted nuts. When they heard suddenly a snapped twig as an enormous land shark burst forth from the earth. Around its neck was a small box. This was a big bad evil monster summoned by the audience itself. It's the first of 4 big bad evil monsters summoned by the audience that you will have to take care of today, cool adventurers. So Jakai, what do? The land shark is about 9 feet across. Its maw can swallow you in a single bite, but it's gnashing its teeth. It uses its teeth to claw through the earth, to kind of like pile through the earth, and it is going for you as you're the bigger prey. Rudolph jumps back and kind of barks.
All right, while Rudolph jumps back, I do a dodge roll. I get up, pull out the old handy, and I shoot a standard attack into its neck.
All right, we're going to fire a standard attack. That's going to be 2d6. Let's roll that 2d6. What do we get?
Ooh. Anticipation.
Oh, we're having some technical difficulties with the dice. Oh, no, man. You got to fire the arrow, dude. Fire the arrow.
That's okay. I'll keep shooting arrows until one hits.
Oh, we have an 8. Yes, you fire 2 arrows into the haunched shoulders of the land shark. The land shark's thick, silvery hide seems to catch the arrows. They don't seem to do a lot of damage. It lumbers towards you and dives down into the earth. You see the earth kind of move around you, and it's going to make an attack. So let's roll a 1d6. That's a 3. Let me see. That definitely hits Jakai, but it barely hits you as it bursts forth through the ground, taking a big bite at your legs. So you can take a little bit of damage, or something weird can happen.
Oh, something weird's going to happen.
All right. Yes, you jump through the air, and you remember the old tactic that you learned from the leapfrogs when you and Rudolph spent your time in the swamps. So you actually pull your feet out of your boots, and the land shark bites onto your boots and pulls that down back into the earth. So you land back down, you take no damage, but you are shoeless. And you
yes, no
immediately
leapfrog
step
trick.
on like a tiny little thorn. It doesn't do any damage, but it does hurt.
You know what? There's always a drawback to the leapfrog trick.
Yep. Oh, dude, yeah, but it looked great. Looked awesome.
It always looks great, but there's no one around.
Oh man, that's a fair point. All right, that would make it your turn. So what do?
I go to the ground where he dug the hole. I go to the hole where he dug into, and I start firing arrows into it. But these are no normal arrows. These are special arrows. Okay? These arrows have, I forgot what it's called. The ones where they follow your heat. You know what I mean?
Ooh, heat-seeking arrows.
Heat seekers, yes.
Okay,
and while they're
that sounds like a nature check if you're going to use your special hunter's arrows. So let's roll a nature check for that. We'll do a d20 plus a 1d6. We'll set the check at 14. If you pull it off, it'll count as a free power attack.
All right, let's do this.
Ooh, fortunately you got a 6. So you fire them off, but they begin seeking Rudolph. Dude! Rudolph begins running around. As the heat-seeking arrows begin following Rudolph as he runs across the field. That makes it the land shark's turn. It's going to pop up, and it's going to do 3 attacks against you. So let's roll 3d6. Don't give me the total. Give me each individual 6, each individual die. That first one's a 6. Brutal. That's a crit. Second one's a 5. Oof. Not looking good. All right, so that first one's a crit on a power attack. So that's massive damage, or something really bad can happen. So we'll resolve the first one first. Do you want to do, or you can burn some of your EP to have it miss you?
I might just have to burn some EP. That's too much damage to take.
Okay, let's burn some EP. You're going to burn 6 EP to cancel out the 6 that it would hit you. So that one does not count. It chomps at you, but you manage to duck out of the way. You use the turtle technique. You roll out of the way. Cowabunga. That means it's going to slash at you with its 2 claws. That was for a 5 and a 4. So that beat you by 3, and it beat you by 2. So that's still pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, that's not looking hot. But so you can take damage, or something bad can happen, and then something really bad can happen.
Let's go for something really bad.
Combination of those 3. You can do 2 damages, damage and really bad, damage and bad, or really bad and bad. It's up to you. Any combination.
Let's say damage and really bad.
All right, damage and really bad. The land shark slices at you for 5 points of damage. It slices your gut, ripping through your armor. You drop down as it stands before you. It begins walking towards you. You hear a yelp as the 2 heat-seeking arrows strike into Rudolph. There's an explosion as Rudolph tumbles down a ravine. He is out of combat. You will have to go and find him and revive him if you want him to help you in the rest of this combat. That would make it your turn.
Okay, I use do I have a potion on me? You know what? I think is it able to use my special move despite him being passed out to turn to the demon dog thing?
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it, but there's going to be consequences.
And the consequences are
something you'll deal with after the fact.
all right. Well, I'm gonna have to take the risk.
Okay. All right, let's roll the d20 plus the 1d6.
D20 plus 1d6 is a natural 20 and then 6 for a total of 26, the highest you can roll.
Ooh!
Let's go!
Okay. That changes the game a little bit. All right, because you crit, you get to tell me what you do. Normally in these situations, folks, I would describe what the Dimmadog does, but actually Jakai is going to describe what happens as he fuses with Rudolph and they take on their Dimmadog form. So what's going on?
Well, now we go into ultimate Dimmadog form. And what happens here is, since we hit a crit, is that we form into one, and then that one Dimmadog splits into 3 Dimmadogs. And there was a Dimmadog, and a Dimmadog. So Dimma. Yes. And now we all pull out our special arrows and just fire. Crazy. One's got a lightning bow, or one's got a lightning arrow, one's got a fire arrow, and one's got, I don't know, some Jewish special arrow. And it just all hits this thing. And it just,
a druidic special arrow. Yes, that's what I heard. That's what we're sticking to it. We heard a druidic special arrow.
Yes.
All right, I love it. Sounds great. So we have a nature arrow, a fire arrow, and a thunder arrow firing at it. Yeah, those 3 fire at the land shark. They strike the land shark. The land shark explodes in a cacophony of gore and viscera. In its place, you can see the 3 arrows have returned back to their normal form. They lay on the ground stuck where the land shark once was. There's also a small box that opens up. Inside the box is, and congratulations, Jakai, for defeating the first big bad evil monster of the day and by yourself. You have earned 1 epic weapon. So there's an epic weapon medallion. You place that around your neck. Your bow has now become an epic weapon bow. You can add an additional 1d6 to all of your attacks and checks. So all of your skill checks and all of your attacks do an additional 1d6 of damage. So pretty cool. You also have enchanted armor. So your armor increases by 2. So now instead of AC 2, you have AC 4. And you have 2 health, or you have 2 potions. So you can use it for, you can use them for health or for EP. They'll restore 6 health or 6 EP. And you have 2 of those. And there's a small note that says, "Ha, cool adventurer. If you're reading this, you have survived. It is I, the Trapmaster. This is only the beginning."
The Trapmaster. I should have known it was them. I take one of my potions and I use it on Rudolph since he got hurt pretty badly. My boy, you're alive.
Almost died, man. Almost died, man.
I'm so
and
sorry.
Remember I told you before you and I became brothers, I had a dead mother.
You saw your dead mother?
I saw my dead mother. She told me, Jakai, she told me.
What did she tell you? What did she tell you?
She told me I need to go to the underworld. Not to the dead zone, like the Underland, like the, where all the creepy things are, like the underground areas where the caves and stuff are. Yeah, we need to go to Underland.
All right. Well, I guess that's our
And
next stop
find
then, huh?
a treasure. And we need a spooky person to take us there.
A spooky person. Where will we ever find someone like that?
I have no idea. Everybody we know is super duper legit and happy-go-lucky.
Literally everyone. And no one can scare us. I mean, we're
Literally
hardcore.
We're hardcore. Meanwhile, at the Broken Taker Tavern, Mildreth woke as she typically did and began reading her book. She had been going over several different esoteric notes of alchemic and arcane theory about different aspects of death magic after her encounter with Gregory in the Temple of Death that she and Michael Richardson had experienced some weeks back. As she was reading through, she felt the slightest tinge as if whispered on the wind, someone had completely inaccurately identified her as happy-go-lucky. But she set that aside as the tavern master set down a large eggplant with a single drizzle of olive oil kind of slathered across it.
Did you put this in an oven? That's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's
Yeah.
it's really good. Thank you. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Was the oven hot when you put it in?
No,
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, good job though. Good job.
we're making progress.
Yeah. Yep. I'll get a banana or something later.
No, you'll eat that. It took me a week to find that.
Oh, you were still listening to me.
I had
Why?
this tavern enchanted. I can hear everything spoken in every inch of this tavern.
That's a very serious invasion of privacy. You can't just listen to people's conversations when they don't know that you're listening.
He points to a sign. The sign says, by the way, you're being listened to at all times.
I mean,
It's clearly posted.
just because you wrote something in grease on a towel doesn't mean that it's a sign. Okay? I feel like that's not very official and people aren't going to take that seriously and they're going to just think that like there's a dirty towel on the wall.
All right. Then why don't you head over to the sign maker and get me a sign? I'm busy running a business.
Okay. You don't have to yell at me all the time.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I know you miss Jeremy.
Ever since he became a damn baseball celebrity, he's got no time for his uncle. No time for his chores. No time for anything.
And I keep telling you that I can get you a good workforce from the graveyard. I just need someone's family member to, consent. But
No.
yeah, that's
Kind of turns people's appetite to see the living dead serving them mutton chops.
well, they're never going to be comfortable with it unless they get used to it.
It's also a health code violation.
There's a health code?
Oh yeah, very strict.
Oh,
The elder council, very strict about the health code.
I've never worked in a restaurant before. I've never had any kind of job before. Anyways, sign maker. Yeah?
Yeah. Sign
That's what
maker.
that's how you want me to spend my day? I'm kind of busy.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who was saying my sign, my bespoke sign that I made myself, wasn't good enough.
And you don't have to listen to my opinions.
I don't, but I also do because I foolishly had every inch of this Damn tavern enchanted, so I hear every word spoken by every person inside of it.
Are you regretting that choice yet? Because I feel like that. No?
No, I have a wisdom of 18, so my resolve is iron. I will not fall to madness.
Is there like a test you took? How can I get a
Yeah,
a test? I want a
Mhm.
wisdom test. I bet I get higher than 18.
You didn't take a potential competency test when you entered
Ah.
adventuring. You weren't given a
I took
potential
the test.
competency.
No one ever told me my results. They just said that I got in. So
Oh.
I guess I should look that up.
Yeah, you should.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
have
because
letters
either
to write.
if you took the test, you're either going to be determined to be, passing competent or non-passing competent.
Well, I passed, obviously.
Oh, then
I
you're a
went to wizard
PC. You're
school.
passing competent. You're not
Yeah.
an NPC.
No, okay, good. That's good. All
Yeah,
right. Well,
all right.
I'm sorry I insulted your sign. If you really want me to go get another sign, we can. But the important thing is that you like your sign because it's your tavern.
Well, the important thing is that you read the damn sign.
Okay, I will try to read your signs. Just the writing is really sloppy, and I feel like I don't understand the spelling here because it's different than
Hey, I said my wisdom was 18. My intelligence is 7. It's my dump stat.
Oh.
He storms off. A small gnome, emaciated, very, very thin, almost like the flesh is stretched taut across the bones of his body, comes up. His eyes are milky white. He has a massive black book that he places on your table. He slowly steps back. He trips over himself. Tumbles
okay?
and
Oh.
crawls away.
You okay? Did that
Falls
looked like
out
that
the
hurt?
door.
No, you're fine. Okay.
This large black book radiates necrotic energy. What do you do?
I would like to do an investigation check on this.
All right, let's
very
do an
interesting book.
investigation check on this book.
Yeah.
It has, let's set the DC at 16. So 1d20 plus 1d6. Hey, there we go. Yes, this is Vecna's Guide to Evil. It is a entry-level book of evil necromancy. Basically, it was one of the books you were told not to read. It's kind of a no-no book. Definitely something that would get you thrown out of wizard school. But so far it seemed to be, you had been told that simply touching the book would immediately cause you to die and turn into a skeleton or some such crazy nonsense. And it doesn't seem to be doing that. It just seems to be like, you notice the binding is a thick leather of some type of intelligent humanoid creature, possibly Durgar or elf. It seems to be very, very old. From the looks of it, the pages also appear to be like a very fine skin as well. That one's probably like furless catfolk skin, something like that. So it does seem to have a very strong necrotic energy, but outside of that, it doesn't seem to have any immediate spells attached to it. No traps or anything that you can see.
Says the voice in the sky. I'm going to take I would like to do an occult check to summon the ghosts of the spirits that are bound into this book.
Yes, let's do an occult check. Yeah, you quickly grab from one of the other tables a small butter knife. and you slide it across your index finger, slicing it open. You make a small occult sigil on the table, and from it, it glows and burns away, and several wraith-like figures surround you. Let's set the occult check at 13, and let's roll that d20 plus that 1d6. That's a 5. The 3 wraiths step forward. Hello.
Hi, I was hoping you could tell me something about this book. How did it get made? What happened to your bodies?
Oh, well, it, yeah, this particular edition was crafted from Duergar, and the wraith gets closer to it. Dog folk. It's the double D edition. Very rare someone likes you. The first wraith fades away. You have 2 questions remaining. What is your second question?
Oh, okay. Could I survive reading this book?
That's an interesting question. Will you survive in the corporeal sense? Will your mind endure what you witness inside? Will your soul remain untarnished? What do any of us survive experiencing any of life's events every day? We are not static, but dynamic.
Will my
The
body
second
survive?
wraith fades away.
Dang it. Oh.
You have 1 question remaining.
That was not very informative. Okay, I gotta make this a good question. I really want to read this book, but also, okay, wraith person, if I read this book,
Yes.
if I read this book, will everybody hate me?
Well, I won't.
Okay.
The third wraith fades away.
Okay. I'm going to take my skirt and cover the book in my skirt and pull it off the table, and I'm going to sneak up to my room and I am going to read it.
All right, opening the book, you begin reading. You are filled with a kind of euphoric glee that you haven't felt since you first went to wizard school. As you read, you are kind of flooded with all sorts of new ideas and concepts, way of applying arcane magics that you never even thought possible. You also feel a confidence that you haven't felt in a long time, because you've been cursed. That's right, a curse has befallen upon you, Mildreth Milldew. From the audience, you have been cursed. And as we know at this show, when you are cursed to behave uncharacteristically. So you have been cursed with the curse of courage. So Mildreth, you are filled with a borderline psychotic overconfidence.
This is what the nuns warned me about.
On the last page, there, like you go to close it, but the last page says, cut your finger, place here.
Wow. I mean, I'm totally trust this book completely and implicitly, and it's already got some living flesh in it, so I would love to be in addition to that.
All right, as you do, 2 potions appear, also from the audience.
Oh, it's gonna
so you
be
have 2
a
potions that
Mildred
can
day.
restore your health or your EP when it comes to it. And thank you very much for those donations. Thank you very much for that curse and those health potions. Keep those donations coming. Let's make this show even crazier. At that exact moment, the door opens downstairs. Mildreth, you can hear what sounds like Jakai saying, you can't hear Jakai. What you can hear is Rudolph barking very, very loudly. And so you begin to make your way down with that same confidence of like, you can solve any problem. Meanwhile, outside the Broken Tankard Tavern, at an outdoor amphitheater, Snarla sits alone with her new acoustic guitar, trying to commune with the muses.
Oh, for a muse of fire. No, that sucks. That's so bad. Fuck.
That is a small box drops in front of you.
I love getting all up in boxes. Open.
You open it and it explodes, and a fire elemental steps out. The second big bad evil monster of the night has been summoned, Snarla, and you have to fight it all by your lonesome. It pulls out two massive flaming scimitars as it lumbers towards you, speaking in hissing and cracking. And it marches towards you. What do you do?
Hey, cool it, bud. And a ray of frost emits from my fingertip in a massive cone for a power attack.
All right. Yes, sounds great. Let's roll that power attack. $3d6, yeah. 11. Ooh, that's a powerful hit. Yeah, it strikes it directly in the chest. You can see its core kind of darken and fall out of it. It diminishes in size a little bit as it like kind of caches itself and shakes it off and moves towards you again. That makes it its turn. It is going to. It's gonna take a full charge at you with 3 attacks. So let's roll 3d6. Give me each individual result. Ooh, right off the bat, we have a crit. All right, Snarla, right off the bat, we got a crit. So that's massive damage or something horrible.
I'm gonna do something horrible.
Now, again, we can say at any point you can sacrifice EP to have it miss you.
Nah, fuck that. Something horrible is happening to me. It's like that Patrick Bateman monologue.
All right. So it looks at you. And you're trained in Arcana, yeah?
I'm damn well trained in Arcana, aka I stole all the notes from Mildreth's notebook, aka I stole a notebook.
Okay. It quickly whirls its scimitars in a dervish-like fashion, and it slices your eel from your hand, catches it, and then reduces it to ash, and from it regains its lost essence and goes back to its fullness. You can see its hand take on like an eel-like form. It now has a flaming eel hand, as its 2 scimitars become a double-headed scimitar as it kind of whirls that around, and it now has an eel hand like.
Not cool.
Yeah, you now have 1 hand.
Oh God, this hasn't happened in like 50 episodes.
And now let's also resolve those other 2. What were the other 2 d6? A 3 and a 5. So that one beats you by 1. So that's something weird or a little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage. All right. Yeah, you're gonna take 2 points of damage as blood begins spurting out from your stump.
Ah, gross.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been hit by something. And then the 5, that one's going to hit you pretty hard. It kicks you with its flaming foot. So that's going to sear you. You can have something bad happen, or you can take some damage.
EP.
All right, EP to
Instead.
dodge it. All right, that'll be 3 EP to dodge it.
You got it, boss.
All right, it goes to kick you and you duck under it. It steps forward, and so you're kind of between its legs. That would make it your turn. What do you want to do?
So I'm between its legs.
Yes.
Well, I think that with this massive whirlwind of elemental air emitting from my midsection, I thrust up a tornado spell to disperse the fire.
All right, let's do it. That'll be an Arcana check. We'll have this open-ended. The better you do, the more damage you'll do.
I'm proficient in that skill.
Okay, then that's a D20 plus a 1D6. 7. I'm going to say that is a free standard attack, so that doesn't count against your standard attack for this encounter. So you get a free standard attack. So that's going to be 2D6. Let's roll 2D6.
I'm going to die.
That's 10 damage. Yeah. You push it into the air. It again kind of cools a little bit. It falls back down beside you. It kind of diminishes in size again. As you can see, it kind of darken. Its flames aren't as bright or as intense. It lashes at you. It's only gonna attack once. So let's roll that D6 as it lashes at you with its flaming eel hand. That's a 5. That's going to beat you by 2. So you can take some damage, or something bad can happen.
Some damage.
All right. Yeah. So that's going to be 3 damage.
Okay. This is fine.
All right. Yeah, the eel grabs onto your chest, searing you. It lifts you up and slams you into the ground and then pulls back. That would make it your turn.
I'm not looking good. I gotta get out of this fight. I start ruffling through my bag and I find the last of my blink jawbreakers. A little candy that if I start chewing on it, I'm going to just start teleporting places far away.
Okay. All right. Odd or even?
Odd.
All right, let's roll a D4. 2. In fact, you pulled out a trap. As you're going to take a bite out of it, it has a note on it that says, "Ha ha ha, Snarla. I removed all of your blink candies. This is in fact a trap."
I'm fucking do it.
So you can have something weird happen, or you can take damage.
Something weird.
Yes, it's latched onto your tongue.
Oh no.
Yeah, so until you have another party member remove it from your tongue, you have to talk like that.
This is the worst day of my life.
That would make it its turn.
Fuck.
It's actually going to stop attacking you and begin to move towards the amphitheater itself, which is made out of wood, and begin hacking away at the wood. You can see it's hacking away at its scimitars, and then its eel hand is grabbing the wood and incorporating it into itself and growing back in size. Basically, it's healing itself. So that's what it does with its turn. What do you do, Snarla?
Ah, shit. I am going to walk up to it. I'll go, "Hey, listen, man. If you just want to eat some wood, you can eat some wood. You know what I'm not made of? Wood. So maybe, just maybe, if you let me out of here, I can get you the wood hookup because I know plenty of people with wood.
Remind me again what social skills you have.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay, let's roll the persuasion check. This one we'll set it at because you have the trap on your tongue, we'll set this at 16. So D20 plus 1d6.
Ah, shit.
24.
My
Good
tongue never
job.
fails me. My tongue never fails me.
That's true. It is well documented in multiple autobiographies, and not just yours, but other rockers' autobiographies specifically mention that Snarla Blastwind's tongue has never failed her. All right, yes. The flame elemental turns, and it speaks in elemental, but because you've been thrown around, your mind from Bard College is remembering that you took like a summer course in elemental.
I
you
can
took a
order
summer
off
course
a
in
menu.
elemental jazz, so you can vaguely remember. And so you piece together that it's saying something like, everything burns at my touch. Take me to more fire, or take me to more fuel, or I will consume you. So it essentially is agreeing to your proposition.
I see. Perfect. Just follow me. I know this tavern that's made of wood.
All right. All right, cool. I am going to say you have successfully pacified the big bad evil monster, the second one of tonight, and you've done it all by yourself.
Thanks.
Snarla, you notice there's a little box with a bow on it right in front of you.
I'm going to check for the signature of the Trapmaster because he always signs his traps like a silly person.
This one is signed. It said, "Oh wow, you totally pacified my monster. I guess that means you earned a reward." This
I
totally
won't
isn't a
fall
trap.
for that, and I kick it away.
Oh, you kick it away. All right.
Sorry,
Then I guess
whoever
you
donated that.
you don't want the epic weapon and the armor enchantments and the 2 health potions.
No, you're not gonna get me this time.
Fair enough. The elemental claps its 2 hands and then pulls out from its flaming core an iron box that it drops down. It touches a button and that one opens up, and there's another sign. "You have outsmarted me once again, Snarla Blastwind. Here is the real epic weapon, enchanted armor, and 2 health potions. Congratulations, you have earned your epic weapon medallion, your enchanted armor medallion, and your 2 potions."
Hell yeah. You know what, Mr. Fire Elemental? I have a better idea of what we can burn. There's this groovy place that's right under the surface of the earth, and there's mushrooms everywhere. Fuck yeah.
Right. And so it sounds like Snarla is going to take a wildfire down to the Underlands. Meanwhile, at the Broken Taker Tavern, Mildreth and Jakai has explained what Rudolph's vision to Mildreth, and Mildreth has agreed to kind of help interpret. She has pulled out her Vecna's guide to evil necromancy, and together they are going to attempt to decipher the contents of Rudolph's vision. Oh man, this definitely qualifies as spooky.
It's not that spooky. Anyways, it's extra cool. So I need you to lie on your belly like a good boy. And then I'm going to draw some sigils around you, okay? Is that okay? Good, excellent. And now I am going to call upon all of your ancestors to come here and tell you everything you need to know.
See, Rudolph, I told you she was freaky enough to help us out.
Yes. I'm going to use my wand and perform ghost army. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I
Yes,
want
you
all the
are.
wolves of his line here. And their ghost
Okay, yeah,
army.
let's do it. First, I'm gonna need you to tell me odd or even.
Odd.
All right, let's roll a d4. 4, yeah. Did you say odd?
Oh, I said even.
No, you totally said odd. Nice try. You are struck by a bolt of lightning, a black bolt of lightning. Take
Damn.
2 points of damage. Don't
Ow.
try it this way. All right. You begin to cast Ghost Army. So let's roll that d20 plus that 1d6. All right, again, it's a natural 20, so you tell me what happens.
I tell you what happens. So yes, I start drawing the sigil with some more of my blood. You notice that like my paleness that's usually so rosy is even like more ashen than ever. But I'm just like, this is too cool. Because I want to dig deep into like, I want to find the ancestral monstrous great hound that all hounds are truly descended from, and bring her here to guide us on our journey. I do that.
Sounds great. I love it. Okay. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Out of the shadows, a whirling spirit emerges. It howls as a massive dire wolf, a double dire wolf, steps out of the shadows.
What is going on? What is this?
Rudolph, this is your
Mildreth,
mama.
do you have animal handling?
Nope.
Okay. Then Jakai, it doesn't speak modern animal, it speaks ancient animal, so you're gonna need to roll an animal handling check to understand what it's saying.
Okay.
So this will be open-ended. The better you do, the more you're gonna understand of what it's saying. So let's roll a d20 plus a 1d6, and depending on how you do, that'll tell me how much you can communicate with the ancient den mother. It's an 11. All right. Why, hunter, summon me, pop belly up?
I can kind of understand what they're saying. They
Words
said
many, point make.
they're speaking kind of caveman like. They said why were they summoned?
She is very old, and you should treat her with a lot of respect and answer her questions promptly.
Did it ask a question?
If she's asking questions, you should answer them.
We summon you because we are in need of help. We are to go to an underground area, and we've summoned you for your guidance.
Flump and Wolf, once friends. Flump and Wolf, bound through sky, no more. You, Jakai, the wolf on 2 legs. You, Jakai, your brother leads you there, but only you can reform the pack. Do this.
Me?
Or die.
Or die?
What?
Did you even hear any of that?
I can't understand her old language. It's
I heard
weird.
all of that, man. That's
what are you here
crazy,
for?
dude.
Okay, basically, I have to summon the old wolf pack or die.
Oh.
Or it's just me.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure I can help. I don't think
Spooky
prophecies are that
girlfriend,
picky.
help.
Hmm?
Wait, I can use help? I can use her help?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
So I'm going to have to use your help on this because there's no way I can do this by myself and just root off.
You said we're going to the underground?
Yeah, the underground. You know, that
Okay.
creepy place. You like creepy places, right? You're kind of creepy
Consequences
looking.
for using your brother against the land shark. He will guide, but he will not fight.
Rudolph can't fight? But he's my +1.
You will fight. You are the wolf on 2 legs.
I'm actually not a wolf. I'm a human.
Oh,
Okay.
angry
I'm a wolf. I'm a wolf.
angry wolf.
Oh.
Great. It's fine. I have gotten to the Underdark before. It is not that hard. We just have to find a grave. And, it's been an accident when I'm digging up graves. I'll dig a little bit too deep just so I can really get under the casket right. And then I fall right through to the Underdark and I have to get a ladder.
I
It's a
must
whole thing.
go.
Oh, okay.
They left.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yes,
they're
and
not
with
going to
that,
stay
she dissipates into the night. However, both of you are covered in ghost fleas. So you got that going for you.
Oh, go.
Hi
Gross. Gross.
Oh,
You couldn't have summoned one that didn't have fleas attached to it? Freaking ghost fleas?
Oh, I'm sorry, because I have a multitude of den mothers as the original birthplace of all wolves to pick from.
Well, if you do, you should have picked a better one.
I don't. That's the point.
Then why would you say that?
I'm going to the graveyard to get you to the Underdark. Okay, are you coming or not?
All right, let's go.
Great. Bring your shovel.
That's what
You
I'm
know I
for.
always have a
I shovel.
shovel.
Come on.
Let's go, Rudolph.
And Rudolph bounds off the table and the 3 of you set out. Meanwhile, Snarla finds her secret path into the Underlands with the fire elemental lumbering behind her.
You're gonna love it. I know this Flump. She's got the hookup with all the good shit. You're gonna be seeing stars by the end of the night.
Burn, burn.
Yeah,
Stars
baby,
of
burn.
Fires in voids of nothing, oblivion and flame.
God, you already seem to have encountered ego death. That's crazy. How about a second one?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You come to the elevator, pulling the lever. The 2 of you descend rapidly to the ancient Duragar mine, where you had encountered skin deep before. You're at the lowest level, which is also the entrance to the Underlands. After a few more minutes of walking, you arrive at a lush, mushroom encrusted cavern system. Enormous. It's like an entire biodome, an ecosystem unto itself, with bioluminescent mushrooms all over the place. What do you do?
Hang on, I don't want to start picking at her stuff without calling for Scooz! Where are you, my Flump friend?
Flump begins floating towards you.
Scooz! I'm here with a new friend of mine. You two will love each other. Neither of you can speak. Okay, don't be rude. Introduce yourself, I say to the fire elemental. Scooz, are you not going to say anything back? There you go.
So Scoos begins farting out like different colors of gases various orifices. Flumps, for those of you who don't know, look like 8-foot tall jellyfish with 2 enormous eye stalks coming out of the top of their head. And they have like 8 mouths around the sides of them. And from each of their mouth, they float around in the air, and they do it because they have a big like mouth that they fart out of. That's how they float. And they got little mouths that they fart out of too, and that's how they communicate. So they fart like different colors of gases, and that's how they communicate. And they use their arms, and that's how they communicate with other people. They communicate via, FSL, Flump sign language with land dwellers. So that's how Snarla communicates with. But it's actually communicating quite effectively with the fire elemental via this colored gas form. The fire elemental begins changing colors within its fiery pattern, and the two seem to be having a very intense conversation that Snarla cannot keep up with before, was it Snook? Scoos. Let me write that down.
These are my 2 favorite NPCs.
Scoos. Yeah, so Scoos turns back to you and flailing around his arms. How long have you known Scoos?
Scoos is my hookup ever since the Skin Deep stuff. When I came down here to not cry, I met Scoos and I saw there's a bunch of psychedelics all over the place, and they run the shop, so I just kind of take their heed.
Then I'm gonna say you haven't fully mastered FSL, but you do have an advantage on your intelligence check for rolling for it. So it's an intelligence check, but I'll give you a 1d6 bonus for rolling for it. So let's roll a d20 plus a 1d6. The higher you roll, the more you know.
Tight.
Snarla, did you promise burn everything? Guy? Him?
Fuck yeah, I did.
How did you know it was harvest season? That's wild. Let's do this.
Hell fucking yeah. I gotta say, after this, we're hitting up the broken tankard to burn that shit down.
You have to practice your FSL. I didn't understand any of that.
Oh, so sorry. Hang on.
Oh shit, you lost a hand. I am so sorry. Oh wow, that's super inappropriate of me.
It's fine. It was the friendship tax with this big lug over here.
I'd give you mine, but I think it would like burn you.
I've been thinking of getting a real hand for a while anyway, but you know what? Let's say la vie, live and let live. If anybody interrupts this smoke sesh, we'll kill them.
And so Scoosh, the fire elemental, and Snarla make their way to Scoosh's grow stash.
Scoo's stoosh.
Yes. Where they find several of the most potent and poisonous mushrooms in all of the Underland that have already been harvested and dried. Yeah, so I sold the primos, so these are the bunks. We were just gonna burn them, so like, if you want to burn them, go for it.
Hell fucking yeah. Flamo, this shit'll put some fucking hair on your chest. Wait, would that burn off?
My name, Holocaust, oblivion of worlds, burn hair, burn all.
Tight. This will put some hair on your chest to burn.
He lumbers towards the mushrooms and begins putting his eel hand on it and burning them. They immediately erupt into flame as other flumps begin coming out. They all surround the enormous cloud of smoke, floating around, farting, and absorbing the smoke, getting very, very high. The fire elemental is growing larger and larger as this is going on.
Now this should get the muses talking.
Indeed. Snarla, Scoosh comes up to you and he's like, do you want special drink?
Oh, fuck yeah. Hit me with that shit. Oh, shit. Hit me with that shit.
Just for you. They hand you a can. Roll a d4. Odd or even. Odd or even.
My fate is in your hands, dice. Oh my gosh.
Snarla, odd or even.
Oh shit, it's my go. Odd. Always odd.
All right, what do we get?
The lisp has brought out an accent.
A d4. 1. All right, yeah, you made it. It was a trap. However, it was a dud. So instead of blowing up, at the bottom of the can, you can see there's a small sign that says, ha, ha, ha. This was the Trapmaster. It was poison. Oh, shit. I filled this one with a health potion. God damn it.
Scoos. Oh, you the Trapmaster?
No, for you, delivered this morning, like I said.
Oh, God damn it. I can't stand this stuff. It's harshing my mellow.
All right, you've been healed for, do you want a 6 EP or do you want 6 health?
Health all the way.
All right, you are restored 6 health, bringing you to maximum. You can also add 1 EP back. You can give yourself 1 EP.
Woo woo.
All right. You turn because you hear the fire elemental kind of screech and holler. Because in the cloud of smoke produced from the burning mushrooms, a form begins to take shape and grab several of the flumps and pull it into it and throw the flumps around. It emerges out and it's an enormous serpentine air elemental that you have accidentally summoned.
Shit.
This is the 3rd big bad evil monster.
I wish there were 2 people here to help me with it.
Flump goes, party foul.
That's what I'm saying.
Meanwhile, Jakai and Mildreth find themselves at the graveyard. They arrive at a grave that Mildreth designates as a good one to get them to the Underlands. And Rudolph has begun digging. He digs. He finds several bones that he has claimed as his own, but he continues to dig. After a few short minutes, he has found a small stairway leading to the Underlands. What do you do?
Excellent. The terrain here, you can tell it's just when it's just the right kind of soppy but hard, you know there's gonna be an underground stairway. And well, you know, it just happens. When you dig up as many graves as I have, you figure these things out. So do we have all the supplies that we need? Are we ready to go? Because like this feels like a big deal. Are you good?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right,
I'm always
great.
ready.
Excellent. Let's go.
Let's go. Rudolph, let's go.
This is where I check out, man. This is where I check out.
What?
What's up with your dog?
You heard what the den mother said. This is where I check out. I like the way.
Oh,
I got these
that's
bones.
right.
Nom nom on. Nom 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 nom.
Den mother said he can't go past this. He can only go so far.
Ah, okay. Well, bye, puppy. We'll see you later. We'll talk about the bones when I get back, okay? Because you can't keep them, but I'm gonna meet you halfway and let you have them for now. Does your dog understand me? It's fine. Anyways, bye, Poppy.
Finders,
Said you could have the
keepers, these
bones.
are my
All
bones.
right, bye.
Finders, keepers, taking them homes.
Hmm.
Finders, keepers, these are my bones.
I'm
And
just-
I'm taking them home.
Just saying, Rudolph, I can see the ghosts.
Guess he's taking them home.
Those
I
bones
can't
belong
argue
to,
with
and
the
they're
logic.
spooky. All right, have fun with the ghosts, Rudolph. Bye.
And
All right,
the two
let's
of you
go.
descend down the stairway. As you do, both of you, odd or even?
Odd.
Odd.
Even.
All right, roll 2d4. Give me the results. The results for the first d4. All right. Two traps spring. They spring forward. Spikes spring out in front of you. And then a sign drops down. It's a very long, but very articulately written sign, a beautiful calligraphy. It says, "Hi, we've never officially met. My name is Hunter the Trapmaster," which is redundant because if I'm a hunter, I'm also a Trapmaster. That's neither here nor there. I'm a long-standing rival nemesis to the cool adventurers, but that was before your time. So you've kind of inherited this grudge. So I wanted to give you this trap as kind of like a warning trap of like, you should really consider joining another adventuring guild, as if you continue to go down this path, I'm going to throw more dangerous traps at you. If you encountered a more dangerous trap before this point, like say like I threw a land shark at you, I apologize that you found this one after that. We already have a grudge, I guess. You know, you're probably going to try and kill me or something. It's fine. Best of luck to you. Here's 2 health potions, or they're poison. You know, you never know with me. Good luck. And then 2
I
health
knew
potions
it.
drop down.
I knew it was the Trapmaster who sent that land shark after me.
I wonder if this guy makes signs too, because we need a sign maker. He's got skills.
We do need a sign, don't we?
Yeah, we really do. Grease and towels is not a good system.
What do you do
Nevertheless,
with the health potions, or the potions? Do you take the potions or do you leave them there?
I already got a
I'm going
potion.
to take them.
Okay,
All
she
right.
can take them.
Mildreth, as you pick the 2 potions up, let's roll 2d4, odd or even,
Odd.
for both.
Yes.
All right, let's roll them. Those are both even. Mildreth, because you got a double trap sprung on you, you can have 2 weird things happen or 1 bad thing happen.
I will have.
And remember, you are cursed with confidence.
I can handle 2 things. Give me 2. I can deal with it.
All right, fine. You pop the cork of the first one, downing it. You pop the cork of the second one, downing it. After a few seconds, the first one turns you gelatinous.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have no bones.
No
You are
bones.
completely gelatinous. So your armor is reduced by 1.
Okay.
So you have an armor class of 2.
Oh.
The second one, the second one,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the second one means you can only communicate in elemental. Which, if anyone is trained in Arcana, they can communicate with you, but if they're not, they can't.
Voice in the sky. Can you like give me an example of what elemental sounds like?
So like cracking fire, or like rushing water, or wind blowing, or
Okay.
kind of
Gotcha.
like stones rubbing against each other.
Ah, yes, elemental. My native tongue.
Yes. Oh yeah, that is true. If someone's trained in nature, then they can communicate in elemental. So actually Jakai can communicate in elemental.
Go ahead, speak to me.
So yeah, Jakai, you watch Mildreth drink these 2 potions, and she essentially turns into a jelly person.
Oh, I knew something was wrong with those potions. Are you okay? Are you still alive down there?
All right, let's roll a nature check. So a d20 plus a 1d6 to see if you can communicate with her. Great air elemental, by the way. Very gassy. That's a dirty 20. I'm going to say yes. Mildreth, you can communicate with Jakai as normal.
Great, this is fun. Let's go.
And the two of you
All right.
continue down the dark path. You come to a large door covered in mushrooms. The door is much older. It appears to be Durgar in construction, but it's covered in mushrooms. What do you do?
Ah, gross mushrooms. The worst toppings to ever go on pizza.
Agreed.
If only I had Rudolph here. He would just eat the mushrooms and we can just go along with our day. Do you like mushrooms? Can you
It'll
eat
be
these things?
fine. I would like to roll an Arcana check on this door.
Okay, let's roll an Arcana check on the door. We'll do this open-ended. So 2d6 plus 1d20. The better you do, the more magic will happen. 26, that's a lot of goddamn magic. Yes, you cast open door. And so the door opens, but you cast
Technically,
it in such a
the
way.
door degrades really, really quickly and just crumbles away into ash. Just
Yeah,
so you
it
know.
crumbles away into ash, and the mushrooms they kind of regroup around the doorway, so they're not really damaged because they're living things. And the two of you can see a massive air elemental, a serpentine monstrosity attacking Flumps, as a fire elemental seems to be fighting it, and the whole area seems to be filling with this kind of purple smoke. What do you do?
Oh my gosh, what's going on here?
Hey! What's happening?
Whoosh.
She's already feeling it.
Yeah, she drank some broken potion garbage. Now she speaks in elemental. What are you doing down here?
I'm having a session in my life right now. You want to smoke this guy? And I point to the air elemental.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna stay clean right now.
Air elemental slams down its fist. It's gonna roll an attack against all three of you. Let's roll a 1d6.
Uh-oh.
That's a 6. That hits all of you. It's a crit.
Ouch.
So something horrible can happen. You can burn some EP to block it, or you can take massive damage.
I'm gonna burn some EP.
All right, burning some EP. That's going to cost you all of your EP to block it.
All my freak. Oh, okay, you won't.
Yeah. So all of your EP to block it. Yeah, you quickly duck behind a mushroom and block a large rock that's flying towards you from the slam. Snarla, what do you do?
Massive damage. I'm gonna go crazy. This is gonna be awesome.
All right, massive damage. Yeah, I guess you're at full health, so massive damage would be 9. You take 9 points of damage as a huge rock just smashes into your head. Just
that's not the type of damage I wanted.
Mildreth, massive damage, EP, or something horrible.
Bring the horrible. I like horrors.
All right, sounds good. Because of your gelatinous state, when it slams down, you actually get caught in the kind of gust of wind. So it slams you against the cavernous wall and spreads you across. So you can still do some things, but if you want to move, you're gonna have to spend a whole round rolling like a constitution check to reform yourself. And every round you don't do that, you're gonna take 1 point of damage. So if you don't do that in 6 rounds, you're going to be spread so thin that you're just gonna melt away into nothing.
Oh, sounds peaceful. I don't know. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Sounds good. That would make it Jakai, you're first. What do you do?
All right, I take this thing head on. I pull out a stand. Actually, it's an air elemental.
Yeah, it's an air elemental.
All right, I'm guessing normal arrows aren't gonna do much here.
Probably
so
not.
I what voice in the sky? What are air elementals hurt by? What's their drawback?
Air elementals. Well, let's roll a nature check for that.
All
So
right.
D20 plus 1d6, open-ended. The better you do, the more I'll tell you. 18. Air elementals, enemies are earth elementals. So fire is pretty much useless against them. They feed fire, so they make fire stronger, but fire is completely useless against them. Water is useless against them. But earth weighs them down, makes them heavy, kind of takes the wind out of their sails, as it would. So you have to think strategically and use your surroundings to your advantage to try and smother it.
Okay, so what I do is I take 2 arrows and I stick them in the ground, but these 2 arrows have kind of like little like match part, like you say, like on the side of like fireworks.
Uh-huh.
Pull out a lighter, light them both up, and it just explodes the ground, sitting it high in the air, like crossing them all around to hit the air elemental.
All right, sounds great. I'm gonna say that is a power attack. So let's roll a power attack. That's a 9. Yes, 9 points of damage as a volley of stones and sand and debris fly at the air elemental. The air elemental's form dissipates and tries to reform, its essence kind of diminishing as it swirls back around. Some of the flumps kind of pull out of it, and they also begin throwing sand at it as well. That would make it Snarla's turn. Snarla, what do you do?
The only thing I know how. I'm gonna take out a rifle through my bag. No, not that. And I eventually find a trumpet. I'm like, oh, that's a good enough shape. And I'm going to take the trumpet, and instead of blowing out the trumpet, I'm going to walk up the air to the air elemental, and I'm going to try to inhale that shit.
Okay, we're gonna roll a Constitution check. If you pull it off, this will count as a free power attack, but we're gonna set the check at well, you're a hardcore partier, but you're a reformed partier.
That is
So
true.
I'm
I
gonna
did
set the
attend
check-
one class of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes, one class of partiers anonymous. So we're gonna set this check at 16. So it's a Constitution check of 16. If you pull it off, it's a free power attack. If you don't, it'll be something else.
I swear to God,
Straight D20.
this dice better work.
Okay. Yeah, no, you cough something fierce. Now, you have 1 EP left. I'll give it to you if you burn 1 EP and you let something weird happen.
Yeah, let it rip.
All right, yeah, let it rip indeed. So you begin inhaling the air elemental, and it diminishes into like half of its size as you inhale half of it into your lungs. You get super duper baked. You get so baked, you transcend reality. You go past the like you cross through the Fey realm into the ethereal plane, into the deep ethereal plane, beyond the deep ethereal plane into like the abstract. You're just like in pure ego death.
Is that the guy that Michael Richardson's always fucking talking about?
Yeah, you quickly whiz past Gregory.
Whoa, bye.
You're like, woof. And like you come to a singular point. And in this singular point, there's a microphone.
Oh,
and a spotlight. And a single kind of like voice fills your head. You got one shot, kid.
oh fuck.
I said you got one shot.
I haven't been able to write shit in fucking months. The microphone does that long, like staticky sound. Long night, everybody. Fuck.
Whoosh.
Oh, shit. Oh no. No, this is my ego death. No, I actually didn't ever want to experience this. Oh fuck. No, I got this. You can dance. No, that's not my song. Fuck. I wish my tongue didn't have a mouth trap on it.
Oh my gosh, what is going on over there?
Yeah, to you two, Snarla's just like leaning up against the mushroom, just like, All right, back to the ego death moment. The spotlight is closing in on you. You can hear the audience somewhere in the void kind of grumbling. You see Growla, your father kind of stand up and go, disappointing. And you see your other father stand up and he shakes his head. The spotlight is getting tighter and
That's
tighter.
double the daddy issues. I am your snarling, darling baby.
And then you snap back into reality.
Whoa. Whoa, I point to Mildred. Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, Mildreth kind of like oozes against the wall. Congratulations for surviving the ego death. However, the weird thing, that was one of the weird things that happens. The other weird thing that happens is the remnant of the elemental, seeing the power that you possess, quickly merges with the fire elemental, because as I said, air feeds fire, and the two fuse together, becoming your fourth big bad evil monster, an omnimental, a fusion of fire and air. This is now an ash elemental. It roars up, it slams down, smoke and ash flying out of it. It's burning everything. It's grabbing Flumps. They burst into flame, like popping like little fireworks as they grab them. Scoosh is like, bail. That would make it Mildred's turn. Mildreth, do you do the cautious thing and roll a Constitution check?
What?
Or do you do the
That's
bold and
silly.
daring thing?
Absolutely foolishness. I'm fine as gel. I like it. Okay. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my Arcana to send a command to all the corpses that are just above our heads. And I'm going to instruct all of them to start kicking their feet as hard as they can to knock down a bunch of mud, wet earth on top of this little bugger.
Sounds good.
With a power attack. And if it's a construct, I get an extra d6 for a total of 4d6.
It's not a construct, but it is
Okay.
an elemental, which I think also.
Monstrosity?
No, you're monstrosity and construct, not elemental. That's right. Yep.
I
All
will
right.
use my wand, but it's already part of the attack. So yes,
Well,
3d6.
are you doing a power attack? Because you said an arcana check. Are you doing a
True.
power attack or an arcana check?
I'm doing an arcana check with my wand.
Okay, cool. Then we'll have this be an open-ended arcana check. The better you do, the better you do.
It should be 2d6.
2d6. Well, and because do you still have Vecna's big book of
I do. I mean,
evil
I
necromancy?
imagine it's more like it is part of me now, but yes, we're in the single.
Yeah, like
end.
it's literally like stuck in you. So that is your epic weapon for the night. So we'll add a third.
I'm using the
D6 to
power
that.
of the book to be able to send this command to all the corpses, not just one, all of
Okay.
them.
All right, then let's add 3d6 to that d20 and roll it. That's a 19. All right, yeah, I'm gonna say that
3
3d6s?
sixes? That's nice. They
All
all
right.
crit. All my d6 crit.
All right,
That's gotta be something.
from the surface of the cavern, you see like a bunch of legs just kind of stick out and begin kicking, and a torrent of dirt and mud and clumps of soil just begin raining down on the ash elemental, and they begin to smother it, just taking it down. It again begins to diminish in size. It thrashes against this. It's on its last limbs. It doesn't even try to attack. It instead tries to roll a d20 for me. 13. Yes, it successfully opens a portal. It casts a magic spell and it opens a portal.
No, it doesn't. I used my EP and I smothered into the ground.
Oh my god.
Okay, yes, you do. Yeah, you use your EP. I'm gonna say that's gonna count. That's gonna cost 4 EP to cancel out the portal.
Yes.
Do you want to cancel out the portal or do you want to keep casting your spell?
I want to cancel the portal and I want to amplify my spell.
All right, that'll take 12. That'll take 12 EP to do both.
Do it.
All right, cool. Then yeah, you completely collapse it, and the elemental portal explodes, sending elemental shards all over the place. The Flumps kind of drop down. They look around. They turn to Snarla. Hell of a party.
What can I say? I'm the baddest bitch in fucking Improvia, baby.
Well, surface Improvia.
Ah, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Someone
TJ.
scrape me off this
Congratulations, you
wall.
have defeated the Ash Elemental and the 4th big bad evil monster. You have successfully encountered the Flumps, but one objective still remains, and that is reuniting the Flumps and the wolves. Jakai, the Flumps kind of turn to you.
Yes.
Who is this boy?
I don't know what they're saying, but I know
Uh,
what I must do.
I
Wait,
can
what are they
translate.
saying?
I
You
can
speak fart?
Yeah, I speak fart. Hey, that's rude. They're saying, what the fuck's your deal? What's going on?
I am here for my almighty mission. And that is to kill you all. No, just kidding. No.
Joke.
No, my
He's
my
a
almighty mission.
joker.
My almighty mission that was given to me by the Den Wolf is I must gather all the wolves together. And that is my last mission. And I will use that with my medallion weapon. The bow of medallions, whatever it's called. I don't know. But I will use this weapon to pull us all together. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to shoot in the air. And it's going to come down. It's going to make some big sparkle magic light thing happen. And hopefully everything works out that way.
All right, let's roll a nature check. Actually, this would be an animal handling check. So 1d20 plus 1d6, 2d6 because you're using your bow. $24. You fire your arrow into the air. It lands on the ground, creating a portal. All of the wolves begin pouring out of it. Wolves surround everybody. Wolves, dire wolves, double dire wolves, double dire wolves, werewolves, wolf folk, wolf wares.
It seems this is where the situation grew quite dire.
Dire werewolves, double dire werewolves, all of the wolves, and even the ghost of the ancient den mother climbs out. She goes to the Flump, and a massive, enormous Flump emerges from the mushrooms.
Gross, more mushrooms.
The two embrace as they fade away into ethereal magic. The wolves and the Flumps begin howling and farting as the three of you are teleported back right in front of the Broken Tankard Tavern. At your feet is a ton of edible mushrooms, 16 sapphires, and 3 boxes that say, "Thank you for your help. The Flumps and the wolves are eternally in your service."
Wow.
You know,
Look what they gave us. All these treasures and these gross mushrooms. Wow.
You two did really good. I gotta say, for new adventurers, you handled that really well. I know you find the mushrooms gross, Jakai, so you can have my box and I'll take all the mushrooms. So you don't gotta worry. You two just stay right there and open your boxes, and I'm gonna go far away. Okay.
So Snarla takes the mushrooms. Jakai, do you open your box?
Open his box.
Yes.
All right. Odd or even?
Odd.
All right, let's roll a d4. 4. Yeah, the box explodes. You are knocked out. Jessamyn, Mildreth, odd or even?
Odd.
Roll that d4. 3. The box sprays you with a mist. You are transformed back into your human form. Then a large large boxing glove shoots you, punches you in the face. You are knocked out. Snarla, you return to your room with the mushrooms. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna make like a nice mushroom tea? Or are you gonna put them on some toast? What are you gonna do?
I think about it for a moment, really contemplate, and I go, fuck it. I haven't seen the Trapmaster in a while. I kind of miss him. And I walk back down and open my box.
You open the box. Inside the box, it has a simple note that says, "Snarla, the mushrooms were trapped."
Oh.
And that's the episode. Wow, what an adventure we had. Oh, it had everything. Mystery, closure, violence, so many big bad evil monsters. It was ridiculous. So many traps. It was absurd. So many laughable moments, so many drug references, such a family-friendly show. Oh boy, howdy. Jakai is still knocked out. Hopefully that doesn't have any lasting consequences. I'm sure Rudolph will drag his unconscious body somewhere where he can get medical attention. And hopefully Snarla will also get medical attention to get some type of hand attached. You know, it's definitely going to make playing that guitar a little difficult one-handed. We will see. Thank you everyone who donated tonight. It was a lot of fun. We had some curses. We had a ton of stuff. It was just a blast. Thank you. We will keep posting the tally as we get closer to the end of the month. We have a goal in mind of what we're trying to get to, but you know, it's not important. We're just really thankful to everyone who's donating thus far and helping us get any amount of money that we can give to trans kids in Texas to help their situation. So thank you for that. Our next show is next Wednesday. So if you haven't already, please like, follow, subscribe on all of our social medias right here on our streaming services so you don't miss a beat. We're going to be back. Why? Because we love you. We do this for you. But I'm not going to end the show by telling you that I love you. No, I'm going to end the show as I always do with a hearty huzzah. And please join me if you will. 3, 2, 1.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
There you are, Dave.
There he is.
Can someone take the fucking mouth trap off my tongue?
Oh, sure.
Rudolph jumps up and bites the mouth trap and begins yanking on it.
Ah! Ah! Ow, you take my tongue off!
I'm so uncomfortable.
I need that!
Oh.
He
Good
lets you.
job, Rudolph. Good boy.
Dude, what'd you do? What'd you do in the underground, man?
You know what? There was a lot of smoke, but I brought some smoke too, and I won. Woo!
Nice.
I brought all the wolves back.
Oh, that's great. I found a craps game and I lost all of your money. So I'm sorry about that.
That money was gonna feed us for tonight.
I guess we're eating squirrel.